let us go in and let us introduce our players. You guys ready? Who's ready for some StarCraft? Let's hear it in the chat. I want to hear who's ready for some StarCraft. Who's ready for some ZvP? Who's ready for Liquid Snute? Down to the bottom left, the blue Zerg player from Team Liquid. And to the upper right, our pink Protoss is Harstem from Invasion Esports. You guys ready for Harstem? Who are you cheering on in this series? Let me know. I completely forgotten you'd even brought cheers. They're about as useful as your U-film description. Wow. That's not true. Cheers are great. We love cheers here on this channel. Cheers are like our best friends. We went cheer crazy over the last month. We love cheers. We love them. I love them anyways. I did. I fell in love with cheers way more than I ever thought I would. Anyways. Setting this up. Getting ready to roll. You've seen this overlord just scanning across the map to begin with. Harstem did block the natural expansion here initially, which is going to force Snute to take a hatchery over at the third base instead. So hatchery going down over towards the third base, as we are just going to be seeing. Well, Snute actually now going to move his drone down, take the natural. Harstem just letting that slip a little bit with his drone coming in. The thing is for Harstem, he dropped out of the winners bracket quite early on, which means he really has had a marathon set of games to still be in this at this point. He's just been playing game after game after game after game. It's one of those situations where just grinding out the ladder for an entire day or something really comes to your advantage and actually turns out to be good practice, because it's just like, you know, it's just this sort of situation where it's like, finally, you have so... You know, it's like finally you just get used to kind of playing so many games. I don't even know who Harstem lost to in the winner bracket. It was very early on though, so Harstem lost out early. And yeah, he's been trailing for. In fact, I want to go find out how early on he did actually lose. Where's Harstem? Wow, Harstem lost super early on to the Muslim. Of course, I remember that now. He lost in the second round, so he's won. At this point in time, he's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series in a row for the losers bracket. That's crazy. So much. That's such a long run. It's tiring, you know. I'm getting tired here just sort of thinking about StarCraft and talking about it. Never mind actually sitting down and playing it. It's crazy. Sounds good. I'm content with the StarCraft. Got Superman 17 with some Snute emotes coming in. Rip Harstem, says Nick Jagger. You've seen this Stalker just going to poke away at this Overlord. Ready, anybody here that thinks Harstem can take one map? Ooh. I actually think Harstem can. I actually think it's a fairly close series. I think anyone can win this. Although we did see Harstem versus Snute in the Wardy Open the other day, and that was actually a Snute with 3-0. That was actually kind of brutal. And we've seen this group of Zerglings here going to start working their way against these rocks. Harstem will see it with a probe. You might send a Mothership Core / Oracle over there to try and deflect it as time goes by. As we do see for now, though, this Oracle just moving down towards the bottom left-hand side. Harstem having a little bit of a look to see what's going to be going on, what he's going to be able to get up to. As he moves on in towards this third base, drone takes a little bit of damage there, not too much. And the Oracle turns around and heads away up towards the upper right. So Oracle just going to head back. Probably wants to get rid of these Zerglings, or help to get rid of these Zerglings. They have got half the health off these rocks. Snute just looking to open up the map as the game goes on. +1 melee from Snute is about 25% of the way done. So, about 25% of the way done here. That Twilight Council is just over halfway done as well. I'm just going to be seeing another gateway coming down. There's a Robo. And here comes all the transition-y stuff for Harstem in towards the mid-game. And Forge as well is probably the only thing we're really missing at this point. Where he just sets up onto nice, safe, free bases. Cycle's going to come back over to the left-hand side. A couple of Oracles still up in the sky from Harstem as well. Now going to go into Phoenix too, which might just be because he has a Stargate up. He may as well make a Phoenix just to pick away at any Overlords on the map. And kind of out on the map somewhere. I think that's probably what we're looking at here with that Phoenix. I don't think we're going to see multiple Phoenix on the way out. In fact, I'd be rather surprised if we did. So, just the one Phoenix for now, and you can see it's already looking around, just trying to hunt down Overlords and just clean up some of the vision that Snute might have. But actually, Snute's vision is fairly limited. He hasn't sent many Overlords on the map at all. The only units he has on the map are actually Zerglings, so this one Phoenix initially not going to do too much. Still going to hunt around though, still going to try and see what he might be able to find. So Phoenix still just moving around. 6 extra gateways being added on as Harstem goes into his Resonating Glaives. He's got his Warp Prism on the way up as well, so going into Glaives and Warp Prism. Pretty standard stuff so far. We see a gateway coming down to the left hand side of this third base as well, so lots of stuff just getting set up over here as we see this lair. Going to be finishing. Bane and Nest about to finish up too. And a +2 melee attack also starting. So +2 melee attack starting up, and again, 2 oracles moving forwards here, having a little bit of a look to see what's happening. And still just kind of keeping map control, and you know, if they find a queen kill, well, that's a queen kill. And it's going to get very low, and it's going to go down. Nice little pick off there by Harstem once again. We obviously saw some ZvP from Snute earlier today against Mana, and he's looking to play in a very similar manner. You see what I did right there? He's looking to play in a similar manner right now as he did earlier, where he's just going to play with those melee upgrades, Ling Bane initially, and I imagine, yeah, he's already got a Roach Warren down, so he'll go Ling Bane Ravager as his overall composition, his overarching composition, I suppose. That's one Zergling here in the centre of the map from Snute. Just going to be coming over, just going to take that watchtower for a few moments, and we'll just sit here and watch. Look at this, the aggressive attack from Harstem. I mean, he's got a lot of units, right? You know, he built up 9 gateways very early, and Snute not immediately ready to deal with this. 17 Banes now on the way, Bane speed on the way up as well, as we're going to see these Adepts will shade on up that ramp. Whether they commit or not, in fact, he just cancels the shade immediately. Going to warp in some more Adepts to the low ground. And Snute is already eager to get down here and start to trade. He's going to move forwards. Nice splits from Harstem, going to minimize the damage he takes from this. Lings and Roaches at the same time coming forwards, and as the Adepts split away, obviously the Balins aren't as effective, but the Lings do become a little bit more so. As Harstem continues to push up this ramp and looking to really chase down these Roaches, the Ravager, and the Queen's Adepts going to be coming in. And just going to be looking to try and pick off a few more of these units. So a few more units going to get picked away at. We'll see a couple more Roaches going down, and just Queens continue to be continue to fall as well. So lots of damage done at this point. Actually, Snute is looking as though he might struggle to just ever clean this up. High Templar picked off at the back. That's pretty cute because it's just before an Arc can come in. So that's a really nice little pick off there. But unfortunately, it's still not really enough, I don't think. Although I guess Reinforcements now starting to come out. The Roach numbers are rising. And Snute, well, in fairness, Snute hasn't lost much yet, you know. He's only been trading army for army, so he hasn't lost a load of drones just yet. Now he's starting to, however. 14 workers going down. Also workers or Adepts towards this 4th base as well. These Adepts continue to shade around as you're going to be seeing them going back towards the natural expansion. Harstem just dancing around the Zerg play at this point. Just continue to look to see what's up and what's going on. More Roaches coming into this direction. And again, just picking off more and more of these Adepts. Adept after Adept going to be going down. And you can just see here that Harstem is going to lose out on so many units. But, I mean, he's still doing damage. 21 workers killed. Snute's down by 15 to 20 workers. And, well, Snute's up in, you know, he Snute's up in army, but down in workers. He's actually going to keep chasing these Adepts away up the left-hand side. Harstem behind this starts his own +1, well, starts his Forge, which will lead into +1 upgrades. And that's something he hasn't actually gone in towards just yet, as we'll have the Dark Shrine starting up in the main base too. I'm just going to be seeing those Adepts out of Harstem, just sort of moving in towards the center of the map. So Adepts from Harstem moving in towards the center, and we're just going to be seeing the Warp Prism. Also going to be, well, coming around and just going to go to kind of keep on harassing, keep Snute slowed down throughout this. Snute with a big round of drones on the way up, immediately pulls away when he sees that Warp Prism, so very quick reaction out of him. One Mutalisk starts to build, only one though. The Spire's come up, but he's not obviously had much of an economy to work with up until now. He actually might have spent a lot of gas recently on a few Ravagers. So Meteors can't come in here straight away. As we're going to be seeing the Spore actually doing quite a lot of damage. That Warp Prism down, has lost its shields and some health, and it's starting to slip away as well. A few more Meteors coming in as Snute can afford them, but it's not very quickly at all. And with this, like, he's just actually going to come in with the 1 meter, and he's actually going to reveal it to try and shut down the Warp Prism. So Snute not afraid to show to his opponent that he's got meters on the map. And I wonder if now he's shown his opponent the meters, knowing there's a Stargate up, he'll just stop making them. He'll only make like 5 or 6 to harass with a little bit around the place and shut down a Warp Prism or 2. And then just sort of go from there. As Harstem once again picking off a lot of drones. This 4th base currently taking a lot of damage right now. Another couple of drones going down there. Zerglings moving forwards as the Adepts continue to try and clean on out. This Spore Crawler is going to be going down. As we see Warp Prism to the top side is going to get pushed away. We're going to see Mutas come in once more, helping to push this back now. It's just going to be seeing this Warp Prism being pushed all the way back. So Warp Prism gets shut down, but man, 27 workers lost by Snute again. He's spending way more time making workers than anything else in this game. There's the Phoenix to shut down the Mutas. And that's why I think Snute will transition away from Mutas very quickly. In fact, he just flies them straight in to even just scout, kill off a worker. Does he even get one worker kill? He gets one worker kill. Well, that was quite the disaster from Snute if that was really intended to try and kill workers. I mean, I think at that point he just knew the Mutas were going to die, so he just sort of gave up on them already. A few Ravagers going to come up this ramp, but they're unprotected, so they go straight into these Adepts. And I mean, Ravagers don't trade well against Adepts. I mean, the Corrosive Bars are doing okay. Okay, there's a lot more Ravagers. I mean, okay, maybe if there's this many Ravagers, that's very different. How did he get all the gas for these? A few moments ago, he was struggling to have enough gas to build a couple of Mutalisks, and now he's got like 10, 20 Ravagers on the map or something? 17. Adept's going to shade in here again, trying to stop these Ravagers from getting away. Some Zealots moving forwards. Corrosive Bars are going to try to stop these units from moving forwards as well, as the Ravagers want to try and escape here. I think the Snute going to start pulling back. More Corrosive Bars coming down, trying to land on this charge on the way up. Fortunately for Snute, it's not done yet, which means the Ravagers will be able to escape a little bit more easily than originally expected, perhaps. Oh, I like that Corrosive Bar. Very close to hitting on that Phoenix, which just lifted a Ravager at the end there. As you see Queen's being added on. And going back into that Ling Bane now from the Snute as well. He has the +2 melee upgrades. Just looking to keep on using it. And you're seeing these Ravagers coming in again. DT's actually swiping away on this base. Very nearly getting rid of the Smoke Crawler. And the Hatchery as well, taking a lot of damage, but backs away. Wants to keep the DTs alive, but rather morph them into an Archon and just lose them here at the front. So very safe play out of Harstem. Very conservative play out of him. As he continues on. These few Phoenix in towards the center of the map. Just looking to see what's up and what's happening. A few Corruptors on the way too. I wonder what the Corruptors are going to do. I mean, they might just come in as a way to like caustic spray a base down, which sounds ridiculous, but it could be pretty good. Yeah, it might be better than you expect it to be, you know? Might be better than you expect it to be. Maybe seeing a couple more Archons going to morph in over here, and again a couple of pylons, a couple of cannons continuing to come up. So a couple of cannons continuing to come in, and still these Phoenix just moving around. Baneling going to get taken down as well. And these Banes, Lings, and Ravagers, and a couple of Corruptors are going to keep on moving forward. So moving to the right hand side here, Snute. Thinking about maybe moving down at the ramp. Mortals and Archons from Harstem, just having a look to see what's happening, having a look to see what's going on. Zealots too. A couple of them just going to kind of lead the charge right now, so a couple of Zealots just going to be moving forwards here. And there are the DTs just going to be kind of warping in for another Archon. What I found interesting is he had the Templar Archive so early in this game. He actually warped in High Templar during that first attack, remember? And I just never really understood why. It was very interesting. Like, he doesn't have Storm or anything, just Templar Archives just for Archons. I mean, I guess that's fine, but it's just a little bit strange. Problem right now, really, for Snute is that Harstem's army, we talked about this in a previous PvZ series, where once this army just gets to this sort of size, it becomes very, very difficult to really fight against. And you almost get to the stage where you actually just can't fight against it with the army composition which Snute has been building into for the majority of this game. So Snute's going to start going in towards Broodlords, which is probably one of the better ways he has to maybe fight against this. Because if he gets Broodlords out and just stop the Archons from getting underneath him, then that's his chance. But the Ling Bane Ravager is not going to fight this army. No way. These Archons are way, way, way too good against them. And that's just going to be seeing the units coming up towards the upper right side. And there's some Zerglings from Snute just moving in this direction. And then backing away again pretty quickly. Harstem still some Zealots down to the south side as well. He's trying to just open up rocks, continue to open up the map a little bit. Going to come in here with a couple of Queens. Are being very heroic by sitting behind the rocks, but now they have to back away. They're going to go down pretty swiftly as Bane's going to roll in. Bane's actually going to clean up quite nicely. Zealots disappear. And a few Ravagers as well. Oh, one's that left over. Snute doesn't realize. Man, 5 Broodlords, 6 Broodlords morphing in. Guys, this is it. This is the defense. These are the units that Snute needs. Oh, is he going to buy the time? I mean, The Broodlords are morphing in here. They're in a bit of an exposed spot. A few Bane's going to walk forwards initially. He wants to connect on as many Archons as possible. The more Archons he gets rid of, the more chance he has that these Broodlords might actually survive. Well, there's quite a few Archons left right now, and they are on top of or underneath these Broods, or a lot of the Broods. However, the Archon count is disappearing. Some Archons getting hit by Corrosive Battles as well. It's starting to make this happen. 4, 5, 6 Broods are actually in the back of the army. Oh, no way. Harstem GG's out. Snute makes the hold with the Broodlord. Moral of the story. Broodlords have saved the day. Top left-hand side, our pink Protoss player from Invasion Esports is Harstem. And he is going to be, to the bottom right-hand side, the red ZvP player from Team Liquid. It is Snute. I'm glad all of you guys are, I'm glad all of you guys are like, as like whoa and wow at that game as I was, because I thought, yeah, whenever like a game goes completely the opposite way to how you expect it to, and it ends super quick after, you're like, oh crap, did I just cast this wrong? Did I misread the situation? But no, it was a really it was a really close time, and Snute, you know, they were like all or nothing for Snute, I think. And then when Harstem committed so hard to kill them, the thing is, because Harstem didn't have to commit to kill them, right? He could have seen them and just had backed off and gone later into the game. But when he committed to kill them and he lost so much, that's the point where it really is GG for him. And that's the point where he can't really recover from. Pretty crazy. Man. We're still powering through, guys. We are still powering through. If you're still here with me, let me know. Let me know how long you've been watching for today. We've been live over 9.5 hours now on the channel, so I hope you're all enjoying the games. And let me know if you've been watching from the SGL earlier, if you've just joined it for the KeSPA Cup in the last hour or so, if you've been here since the start of the KeSPA Cup. I don't know. Let me know when you've been watching from. Interested to hear from you guys. Let me know how you're enjoying the games and stuff like that over in the chat. Don't forget that follow button as well below the stream. Make sure you hit that at some point through the day if you haven't already in past visits. And if you're really enjoying the games, the cast, and the entertainment I'm providing, you can, of course, subscribe, donate, Patreon, and cheer. All of those options listed around on the channel. You'll be able to find those with relative ease if you want to, kind of below. And stuff like that. TLO just tweeted, TLO just tweeted out, I just witnessed Liquid Snute tap into the dark side of the Force. The rage that depth brings you out of you. Scary shit. That's so true. It actually is so... I can imagine Snute just being like, oh my god. Oh my god. I can just be imagining being like, fuck this. I don't want to do this. Go cold. Sorry, I'm the referee. I have to resume. My apologies, I'm distracted reading Twitter. Alrighty, guys. So, game 2, I mean, what does Harstem change? I mean, I think he liked his opening, just has to sort of close things out a little bit neater. I mean, it really was such a close timing towards the very, very end. Anyways. Setting up into this, guys. Waiting to see what's waiting to see what's going to be going on. Resonant Glaives comes up from Harstem, so we see his initial tech being set up. I mean, it's Frozen Temple, so seeing a Resonant Glaives build order is not really too much of a surprise. Where can I get your UI? Just Google GameHeart. Just Google GameHeart Team Liquid. And it's just in there. It's version 2.8 or something at the minute. It's just in the Team Liquid thread. Just scroll back until you see the latest update where they have the links to download it. But Been watching forever, Stated 68. What's up, Stated? How you doing? Been watching since our date. What's up, Poison? Our date that never really was a date. Keeper Kappa. I'm excited to third wheel your date in at BlizzCon this year. I'm excited to third wheel it. I'm ready. Been preparing. Just don't be too upset if Semper goes off with me, yeah? You know, it might just happen. You just can't help it. It's not that he doesn't like you, it's just I'm so nice. Joking. Darkshrine coming up here, by the way, as well. Aggression going to be starting up. Bernard's been here for 4+ hours. Been streaming like a champ. Keep it up. Good to hear, mate. Here whenever I stream Snute, also good to know. There's always Snute fans in the chat, as we see here. Snute is preparing to go defensive against this adept-based attack, which will follow up with DTs. He's very safe already, though, with sport crawlers and location on the bases. And I think he's going to be alright for now. Started watching, says Daddy goes Snute. This is the crazy thing as well, like people, I always feel, you know, coming into streams all the way through the day, you must see, well, I actually know how many people come into the stream for the day, like unique visitors is a statistic you can get on Twitch, right? And seeing how many different people come through the channel in a day is like ridiculous. To think that many people clicked on the channel, it's really crazy. Anyways, so Roach is going to be moving forwards. I'm just going to be seeing the Dempsey actually going to dive quite hard, and well, drones pull away, free workers killed. It's going to be quite a nice cleanup from Snute, just working his way through a few of those DTs. Don't really do much either just yet, so far Snute's defending well. A little bit behind on workers, just going to drone up now though, and in general Snute ends up in a pretty decent position. One DT just sits out the front to keep scouting, and a couple more swords being built, one at the front and one... Just that one there, I don't know where the other one building was. Was that the third? Might have been just at the third base, might have been rebuilding it. Anyways, Snute going to be starting with the 4th base, and he's going to add on another spoke roll here as well, so... Just going to be setting up into this. So this spore color coming down. Then we've seen the robot facility on the way up in the natural expansion as well. And then we've seen the lair about halfway done. Banerness about a third of the way done. And again, another extractor coming up here. Another extractor coming up there. Very standard stuff. Just taking his gases, setting up. No Evo chamber yet from Snute, which is maybe the most interesting thing so far. We don't really get to tell him what exactly he's looking to play just yet. Although Baneless is on the way up and obviously already has the Rush Run. So, yeah, Depths, Sentry, DT. Join up together a few Zealots as well. You see Centrifugal Hooks on the way and a Spire straight away, so... Actually, there's an Evo Chim, but he hasn't used anything off of it yet. There is. +1 melee. Just the same as what we've seen before. Mookie saying you'll be there for Poison. Mookie must be literally 3 times the size of Poison. Literally about 3 times the size in terms of height. 3 times the height of Poison. I swear down. Mookie's like 3 times the height of me. I'm sure. Anyways, Psystorm is going to start up here from Harstem. We're going to see charges coming to being about 100% of the way done. An Immortal Building. Spire on the way. We've mentioned it all. We're just waiting to see some action happen. Sorry guys, as the day goes on, as the day gets a little bit longer, it gets to this sort of point where the energy begins to drift, especially after the last 2 days and how it's gone. It's been pretty crazy. But, yeah, it's, I'm just kind of a bit shattered, and I'm not going to lie, it's getting to the end of the day. I'm trying to keep the energy levels going, but it gets to a point where you just feel as though you've said it all. And you just need to kind of chill back and just sort of watch the games a little bit and enjoy them. That's how I approach casting anyways. You see this Warpism. There's a little bit of harassment out of Harstem there. As you're going to see Snute just coming up, cancels that 4th base. It's an interesting choice from Harstem to take the 4th base here. It's a very aggressive 4th base where he'd look to keep on attacking from. But that's interesting because it's actually Snute with the composition you would like to keep on attacking. Mutants come out, they'll chase this Warpism down. That's going to be death, and may as well unload those adepts unless he really feels he can save it. Right now, there's 1 Arc and 1 Sentry. Don't think that really counts as anti-air. Well, it does count as anti-air, but I don't think it counts as enough anti-air in these early in these early stages. Mutas are going to come up towards the upper left-hand side, straight in towards the natural expansion. And they're just going to be picking away at a few of these probes. Going to pick away at this cannon in the back as well. That goes down. And this pylon also going to be falling here in just a few moments. The pylon goes down as well. 4 workers killed off. And Ling Broach collecting to the left-hand side. Mutas is looking to try and come forwards here once again. A couple of Archons looking to kind of turn around, fight into those. We're just going to be seeing the High Templars continue to come up right now. So 4 HT in total. There's actually a lot of HT in the back as well. He's going to use those, of course, for Storms. And here we go. Actually, Snute going to force them off into Archons. No Storms comes down from Harstem. Snute's Mutas have been a very bit of a nuisance right now. Harstem not having a good time against them. Snute just maxes out to the left-hand side of the map with so much Ling Roach Ravager, or Ling Roach, and 1 Baneling. And he's coming in, just picking up a few more pylons. And then going to back away over to the right-hand side. Again, some creep just pushing out onto the map a little bit here. So a little bit of creep pushing out onto the map. 2 more High Templar warping in as well. And these Mutas still just flying around, looking to see what's up, and we're looking to see what's going on. Mutas going to be trying to come in there, trying to target down a pylon for a few moments. Doesn't happen. 6 more Zealots warping in, and again, Muta's just going to pick away at some cannons, and again, just harassment in general. Just Snute kind of keeping Harstem busy on his side of the map, and while at home, Snute doesn't even really do that much. I mean, he's just building in towards his +2 melee. A few more Zerglings, keeping maxed out. I mean, he doesn't even have a hive on the way or anything, which he could be doing. He's just building up a bank. Now Snute going to start making something happen. Comes over to the right-hand side. So many Zerglings. So many Zerglings going to be starting to move forwards here. So lots of Lings going to start moving forwards up the right-hand side. Muta's going to be coming forwards as well. See a couple of Zealots already getting picked away at. And, well, moving on in. Here we go. Going to be trying to clean out a whole bunch of stuff. Mutas are going to come in, fly over the Archon, splash damage. Goodbye, Mutalisks. There's 50 Banelings coming back at home. Snute is just maxing out, but we've talked about this where in these later stages of the game, when you look at this sort of large Protoss army that's maxed out with high-tech units, it's very hard to fight against it with Lingbane Ravager. And I guess that's why Snute's been waiting, so he's got a big bank, so you can sort of fight this in 2 waves, like fight it once and then come back and fight it again. Let's see what happens. We're going to be seeing these units moving forwards, and Lingbane Ravager coming up towards this upper left-hand side. A few more bins going to morph into the left side here. 20 more bins coming morph in. Whoa! Harstem's not paying attention. He's stacked up. Starting to split right now as the Lings and Banes roll on forwards. Nice Storms, though. Going to hurt a lot of this. He has a few Force Fields trying to come down. The Zealots and Adepts to the top side taking damage as well, though. Oh my god. Harstem's supply plummets. Snute remaxes on 70 Zerglings already. And Rosa Bars continue to come on in. Some more Balins rolling on forwards. And this is Snute just cleaning up house. 100 Zerglings in the production tab. And with these Ravagers being chased away, well, he just comes in with this, he backs away, comes in with the Zerglings. Boom. These 100 Zerglings are going to be so hard to stop. I mean, how many does he even have on the map right now? 108 and 30 more still in production. Moving forwards here, these Zerglings are just going to look to run on in. I think there's a couple of Mutas going down over the natural expansion as Harstem just does not have a way out. Snute has so much. There's another couple of Stalkers going down, but that should be it. As we'll see, another cannon being overcharged. And I think that is about it. Zergling's going to come down the left-hand side and back up towards the upper left. Still just looking around to see what's going on, see what's happening. A couple more High Templar are going to be warped in over towards the 3rd base. A few more Banelings going to be added on here as well. And again, Snute with Lings, with Banelings, and with a few Ravagers just looking to move forwards. See what he can get up to. Those Banelings going to crash into a couple of Archons, going to turn around, try and fight again. And Harstem will try and defend with anything he can get. Whoa, my Battle.net launcher just popped up. That was a little bit weird. I don't know if you guys probably didn't see that because I just copied the game onto the XSplit, but that was a little bit strange. Snute pushing forwards once more. 60 supply down. Look at these Archons, man. These Archons, 15 and 10 kills, trying to get so much done. Baneling's crashing through again, though. I mean, Snute just has so much, and Harstem, he's fighting. He wants to go to Korea. He wants to stay in this cup. He wants to keep on fighting through the losers bracket. But Snute is looking as though he might just be too much of a match for him at the very, very end of this today. Snute will be moving on to play, I believe, the loser of Petit Drogo and Marine Lord. Ravager's continue to clean up just a few more units. Another High Templar going to warp in. Ravager's going to pop down some corrosive bars. That War Prism does go down now as well. And the Ling Ravager force keeps on moving in this direction. The Zealots are going to take some more damage. More Bayonets morphing in front of Harstem now. Corrosive bars drop onto a morphing in Archon. It goes down. Another Archon to the top side. Trying to stay alive. It isn't enough. GG. And that is going to be Snute taking the 2-0 victory. And he